Happy New Year and weekly talk. This is the first weekly talk of 2022. In this one, I will share with you guys what I did in 2020, 2021 to stay sane, to ride this storm without fear, and what I had to do actually to stay aside of the collective fear, the hysteria, and the narratives, maybe in a way to stay more positive and to not lose my focus, my goals, and my north. And this was motivated by an email that I got from a student, a great student and great friend, where he was mentioning how he got affected in 2021, or how he felt more, the whole environment, everything that was going on in this country and the world, I guess, maybe related to politics and the pandemic, the division, and etc. And also, by coincidence, I got a few text messages from other students wishing me a happy new year, and some of them were apologizing in a way for the lack of focus and motivation last year, and how they are planning to be more focused in 2022. And I feel that maybe there's something there where maybe more people have been feeling down, or uh, kind of like absorbing more of this negativity from everything that's going on in our country, unfortunately, especially with all this division created by, the politics and politicians. And you guys know that I'm going to repeat this. I am absolutely against group identity. Like I said, I don't like to label people and put labels. And actually, one of my students that I really like said, like, sometimes I contradict myself because I opened last weekly talk saying that I am a pro Constitution, I'm a patriot. So the comment this person made was that, well, you're contradicting yourself because you're labeling yourself. No, that's just an attribute. Being patriot is not. It's not a label, in my opinion. It's a stance, right? Being pro-Constitution is my stance. That makes me the citizen or the individual that I am. But labeling, I would say, like, oh, I am a minority, I'm an immigrant, I am, I'm a Latino. I'm like, who cares? I don't care. I care only about how people treat each other and treat themselves and treat myself. So that's the most important thing. So leaving the group politics aside, that's something that I never really cared. I never really let it get to me. I will go over a little bit what I did to stay focused. This new idea that I embraced, having a mission, and of course I have a bigger mission, and that's something that I want to accomplish. I don't know, a few years from now, but that's something personal. But what I saw is that I should have a bigger mission. So first, the mission right now, not the biggest mission that I want, like something that I really want to get to one day. And this is nothing as far as properties or money. It's not that. It's a human, as part of my development as a human being. And again, I'm not a perfect person. I have a lot of flaws. That's why I like to share, because a lot of people say like, oh, Luigi is a leader of a big team, a big school, and affiliation. People expect me to be, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, everybody expects somebody in a position of leadership to be this role model, and I kind of don't like that, because I like to have my chance to do my own mistakes unintentionally, but that's takes a little bit the pressure away from me. Anyway, so 2020, 2021, I decided to become more capable. So that was the biggest mission. I felt that I was lacking on some things in my life, short term, and that was this knowledge and some capabilities that I didn't have. And I decided to set goals. And the set of goals helps me accomplish a mission. And having a mission keeps me in a way distracted from distractions. It keeps me away from letting the fear mongering, the deceit, the lies, or the manipulation that we see that is every day through most of the media outlets there, influencing people. So that helped me stay away from that. So bigger mission was for this 2 years, in 2022, going to keep the same thing, is to become more capable. But what do I mean with that? Because every time like people go on my Instagram, they see like my terms like be capable. What do I mean with that? I mean to know as much as possible of many things, so I stay more inoculated against fear, and thus against anger, and gives me more assertiveness. Having to achieve these goals to accomplish my mission, again, keeps me from being absorbed by the collective fear, the collective unconscious that right now is just, if you look around yourself, if you go outside and see how people have been acting or reacting, you can see a collective thinking, like the collective unconscious that Carl Jung always said. So let me just go over here so I don't lose track. Number one, I decided to learn more about the fear and anger mechanisms in our brains and how we act. So this was more related to self-defense, a study that I was doing as far as self-defense, action and reaction, why some people act one way, police officers react one way, or, people have this crazy reaction sometimes that leads to a more complicated situations and etc. I mentioned this before. It's a book that I read a couple years ago, Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. So that's a good book from Robert Sapolsky. He has a really good lecture on YouTube about like the fear mechanism and the stress mechanism and how we react and etc. I'm not going to get into that, but I decided to learn more about that, and actually helped me, knowing this, helped me to draw some parallels to what is happening in society today, and helped me to stay away from the same, readable actions and readable responses from people that have been engulfed by this collective fear. So learning more about the psychology behind fear and anger and the stress mechanism in our brain helped me a lot. And again, I wasn't doing it specifically applied to what's going on in life right now, but it did help me. I was focused in self-defense, but it did help me to kind of expand this logical thought and try to analyze in parallel with what is happening in society. Another thing I started doing, and I went through a whole course. I tried to learn more about trauma and emergency care. We brought a great instructor to our school, and he ran a tactical emergency casualty care course. It was an 8-hour course in how to treat people in a, say, trauma kind of emergency situation where you don't have the first responders at first. And so how you could apply, self-care, treat yourself or help other people in many different scenarios, which it could be a car crash, or it could be due to a firearm wound or a stabbing or any type of trauma, where if I can stay calm, knowing how to treat some things at first before first responders come, and if I can avoid panicking, I feel like I could increase the chances of helping someone and helping myself. I think this is a critical thing, and I was lacking on knowing more. I have done all the trauma courses, but the TECC was probably the most comprehensive, and I'm planning to bring again to the gym. Another goal was to learn more about navigation. So we try to hike more. We try to go to different places, trails. And my plan for 2022 is to go more off trails and use more map navigation, GPS navigation. I got really great GPS watch now with a very accurate precision. Actually, Siva just got me this great Garmin Tacticus. I don't know. Tactic, but with the X at the end. Solar is like really cool stuff that I can integrate with my phone. And anyway, so this is something that I want to do and know more. And I really trained more in firearms this year. So this year I did a total of maybe 10 days with tier 1 firearms instructors. 8 or 10 days with Kyle DeFore and Bill Rapier. And that was extremely beneficial because I feel like I step up my game a lot. We became FFLs, so we start dealing firearms as well. I felt that there would be a great integration based on what I have been doing, offering firearms courses for people getting the permits and try to make people as capable as possible in the shortest amount of time with the most knowledge that they can have besides just going to a regular permit class. And of course, we integrated with the blades, so trying to learn more blades. So we were fortunate and blessed to have the Atienza guys coming to our school and being now hosting their classes in our school. So it was a great way for me to step up my self-defense combatives game and learn more about health and just how I can stay healthier. I had a great conversations and appointments with my doctor in Brazil that really gave me an extremely comprehensive idea of how to treat myself or treat my family in case of anybody got COVID, what type of protocols, what people have not been doing here in the United States, and what they have been doing well in Brazil, and how they have been managing to treat people in the first, say, days of infection with what kind of medication. Got everything that I needed prescription-wise. She helped me understand why some things are getting, pushed against by the narratives and etc. What she knows, her experience, the data, the researches, and everything. So hearing somebody that has real experience in the field treating patients with COVID, like people like in a bad shape, and how she was extremely successful treating people with the different protocols. It really opened my eyes, and I did more research and started reading more. So anyway, it helped me to understand more about my own health. And so this way, if I ever got COVID again, it won't be anything that I will fear, and I will not get in the whole panicking like many people want us to get. So the mission was to become more capable. And with this mission, I end up staying distracted when it comes to everything else. It helped me look forward. It helped me finish the year feeling extremely accomplished, feeling extremely stronger in comparison to how I started the year. I already set my mission for 2022, and I have a bigger mission for life and where I want to be as far as a person, a human, and etc., as a man, a capable man, and etc. So my advice for everybody, actually, forget about, not an advice, that's what I did, sorry. It's better maybe instead of telling people what to do is telling people what I did and how it helped me. And hopefully, my advice is don't follow my advice. My advice is, well, hear my story and see if you can get something out of it. Same way that I heard other stories from other people and their anecdotes and their life experiences, and I incorporated some things into my life. And for all of those that felt the pressure of everything that's going on, I would say turn off the TV. Choose better your outlet. So I follow on Instagram, I follow Atlas.news, and I follow Roca News, ROCA News. Pretty much they just report news without biases, without commentaries or opinions. They just follow and tell you what is happening, and I really like that. So absolutely disconnected from big media tech. I was off of Instagram for a little while. I came back, trying to limit my time on social media. I uninstalled Facebook from my phone. Sometimes I go on same thing on Messenger. I uninstall from my phone, so that's why sometimes I don't answer people. It was like a great way for me to save time, and Instagram is something that I also put a time limit on my phone for that. Staying away from the fear-mongering machine, which is the big media, big tech, in my opinion, has been helping me a lot. Stop using Google for my searches, and I use other search like DuckDuckGo, because I want to be able to be exposed to more things without censorship. I want to be able to filter what it's good or not for myself, instead of somebody else telling me you should not see this. I'm like, why not? So those things help me a lot to expand my mind. And that's it. So that's what I've been doing to stay sane and to stay stronger. So maybe you get something out of this, maybe not. That's Luigi 2021, 2022. And I wish you guys all a great year. And set your missions, guys and girls. Set a mission, maybe a mission to help other people, a mission that is bigger than yourself. I think my mission, it's for myself to be more capable, but also my mission will help other people. So the more capable I become, the more I can help other people become capable as well. And so my mission is bigger than myself, in my opinion. So that's what it is. Just establish your mission. It's hard. Think about what can you do to enrich your life, enhance your life, and keep you focused and away from the pressure, the fear, and the negativity. All right. I wish you guys all a happy new year, a great year ahead. It will be a tough year. Don't get me wrong. I think it will be a very, not going to be an easy year yet, but it doesn't matter. Just have your mission, and God bless you all. Thank you, guys.